September 1st, 2023. About Kelly Brough, Janine Davidson, James Mejia at MSU Denver News GP7A. You know, folks, when I first started indexing these people way back in 2011 and indexed Ballotpedia and Wikipedia and those scoundrels manipulating our election system because they're people, it's their websites, but people got to know they're dangerous. Okay? There's some things they do that will appear to be good, but there's other dark areas with Ballotpedia where I can prove in court that they're corrupt as fuck. Did that hurt your feelings? You need to wake up, Denver, especially you millennials and all that. They're downgrading all your value property and put in all this homeless stuff from all these other cities, and now you've got these migrants that they have to put these new apartments together because they knew they were coming, so they were already building it, and then they're going to put them in there and they're going to make you pay for it. So it's just a revolving door of bullshit. And eventually it's going to crush them bad in the metaverse. Meaning that their city's going to operate, but they're not going to have as much power as they think they have. They're losing it every day. Mike Johnson opens up his mouth, and every time he has losers around him like James Mejia and freaking Janine Davidson and those losers over there at the MSU, their graduation rate, folks, they're almost at 90% acceptance. Anybody. Their graduation rate's 47% of taking almost anybody. That's not good. But yet they'll tell you they're the best in Denver. They'll tell you they're the best in the world. Like in the 80s, that's what 80s metal bands did. We're number one band. You don't like it, we'll kick your ass. That's what metal was about. And those boys, they fought. They might look like bitches, but they fought. Okay? They had battles. When you talked about battles of the band, it wasn't battling on the stage. It was battling out in the parking lots from someone's girlfriend looking at you, and the guy got jealous, so now you're fighting the whole band. And I grew up in that. I've been fighting my whole life, folks. A lot of bigots out there, believe me. Most of them went to my church. Anyways, well, that's for another story. What we're doing now is we needed everybody to come out of the closet. So when Kelly Brough to depart MSU Denver July 20th, 2022, and announced she'll be leaving her role as Kelly's announced she will be leaving her role as Metropolitan State University's Denver Chief Strategy Officer effective August. Okay? August 5th. She got into the race on the 12th, and all her media buddies that wanted her to win, I indexed them all. Bunch of scum, man, just scum. I can't even go in a room with them without having to pop off on them, and I haven't got that opportunity yet. I ain't scared of nobody, folks. That's the hood, man. That's the barrio. Growing up in East LA selling candy, yet I lived in Denver. I was always working out of state. I was 7 years old, folks. I know that's kind of hard to believe, but I was known as a free reign kid. My parents, they were white. See, the reason why they couldn't take me too much being around because I was ADHD, chronic dyslexia, and my poor parents. Anybody that's dealt with me knows. All my doctors, all the court systems, they know. And there's no laws protecting anybody that are dyslexic. There's people that could fake it, but you can't fake this. And we can now find it with our software. Anyways, they don't want to solve nothing, dude. They don't want to solve nothing. So we'll just take a look at this timeline. So Janine Davidson and them, they all conspired to give Kelly a job outside of the Denver Chamber of Commerce. He was making $475,000, more than Fucci. Are you getting this note, folks? This is why she lost. Because she was 100% bullshit. The media, 100% bullshit. And the only reason why Mike Johnston won is because I didn't get in the race. I would have gotten the race. I'd be mayor. I'd be fighting all those media clowns. Believe me, folks. I know what I've done in my life. I know what the police have done. I know everything about everything. That's why I'm here. And so the media does better when they don't say anything so they can figure out what they could say. Say it. But they don't about anything. Yet they're collecting all the money. Everybody's advertising. Nothing gets better. 20 years. And we got a new set of citizens that want change for the homeless. They don't ask where the homeless comes from. They don't ask, is Denver making the homeless problem because they're just attracting broke dicks? I mean, let's be honest here. That's what Denver does. They want all the broke dicks, all the sick, and everybody come here so that the higher Democrats can pay for it all. Does that make sense? Because that's what taxes are, unless they don't pay taxes. See, I mean, you don't know anything in Denver. But what I do know is I've been trying to protect their asses for 13 years now from what's coming. And there's a lot of governments in the United States and around the world that have no fucking clue what's coming. China knows what's coming. Russia knows what's coming. And other countries know what's coming, but not the United fucking States, because we're too busy fucking bullshitting each other, and our politicians are ranking below 25%. Where could you go and get anything with 25%? Okay, 25% money, 25% credibility, 25% accountability. No, there's zero accountability. But see, artificial intelligence is going to make it right. Because in the future world on the internet, we're looking for the best fucking people. We're looking for the best countries. We're looking for the people that are doing the right thing. We're looking for the people that are doing, not talking. Because now we can pattern match all their voices. This has been going on for years, folks. And I've been so lucky to be part of it, but yet I'm the one that's most ignored, because that's the way it's supposed to be. Because all those people in the media and all those cats collecting the money and their sales managers and all their node connections and all their social channels and all their bullshit is all going to join together, and they're headed to the dark web train station. You heard me? I don't give. I care about the citizens of Denver because I know what's coming, and I'm smart enough to be able to do deep mind stuff where other people are just like, oh, that's just too complaining. That's why I got a guy from MIT. He's like 18. He graduated when he was like 12, and he's just so God. I mean, I walk in a room and I need a fan just because he's just so electrifying. You know, he doesn't have experience. Because on the internet, the older you are, the more power you have. When you're 22 and you don't have any indexing, no life, no nothing but words and your dreams, which is all good. But that just makes up part of your data and what you do and what you develop. Everybody can do what we want to do on Google. I'm a perfect example of that. You just got to do it heavy. You got to do it hard. You got to send email to people, especially the ones that are on the internet, these companies that lawyers, especially lawyers that are coming out and they're saying, yeah, we're a family's rights, blah, blah, blah. And the millennials, man, the G generation, Gen Z, they're learning shit that I'm teaching them. And they're realizing that they're going to take back their everything. Because the adults over the years have just lied and fucking lied and more lied. They go after the drug cartels and they're the bad guys, yet they're flooding our TV commercials with nothing but drug-related people that are all out of shape and flipping peace signs, and I'm only on it 2 times, and yeah, they got diseases that you really don't want to get, but now they got undetectable because they take these others, so they go out and they spread it, and it don't show up in him, but now it shows up in you because you're not on that pill he's on. Folks, man, Generation Z, wake the fuck up, man. You're headed for a dietary fucking implosion of your generation and every generation, your kids' generation. See, when I was young, when I did my shit, I didn't realize, because I didn't see that. And a lot of things the Irish taught me is you don't understand it when you're older. Well, now I'm older. And now I understand it. Fuck, do I understand it? And I watch judges in Denver and all the, how corrupt are they going to, how far are they going to go? That's how you know there's a God. So why those judges are picking their teeth and picking their nose in front of the mirror, not paying attention to the reflections behind them, not paying attention to the reflections behind the screen that's actually in reverse, and all their cameras and all their cell phones, all their voices are now being picked up. Folks, you're gonna when the right digital investigators start realizing that the DNA now, the new digital DNA is in the GPS cell phone tower pings, deep cloud extracting information. That's what I do, folks. I've been doing this for since 1995 off and on, officially 2006, and then Google officially since 2011. And I've been consistent. And I do things, oh man, I do things so that artificial intelligence learns. And one of the things that we did was I never had closure from none of the media, John Murray, the Mig, the, I can't stand that guy, man. I tried to like him, I tried, but he's a soul taker, man. You know what I mean? I look in his eyes and I just see beatiness with the way he drinks his beer, the way he keeps his hands in his pockets, and just John Murray and Joe Rubino and Ben Marcus and fuck all of them. I wouldn't have any of them dudes as my friend. None of them. They wouldn't have me as a friend. You know why? Because I call them out on all their bullshit. So they hang around a lot of people that don't call them on their bullshit. Either that or they don't hang around nobody at all. And they live a fucking low fucking voltage life. That when they die, it's going to be, they're going to have to answer to the things that they've done that they didn't do to keep things going the right way. Going after people they shouldn't that are trying to make a difference. But it doesn't fit their ideology, so they're going to go and crush you. Well, I've been crushed a long time ago. I'm the walking dead that raised three kids in Denver that's mom was able to break every fucking law under Magistrate Karen Ubler's watch, who was her old attorney and nobody. Blocking Chapeau, Janine Snodgrass, caught in a whirlwind of white people's bullshit. Is what I did. So you wanna talk tales of the white man? Believe me, I grew up in the white man world, and I owe the white man not a fucking thing. They owe me, but that's okay because I'm not gonna collect it. I'm not gonna get it. I'm just gonna live my life, do what I gotta do because I know what's coming. And all these people that had everything to do with taking away kids, ruining fucking kids, and trying to blame me. I am sick of getting blamed for shit that I don't do by people that need to be knocked out. So you can't do that no more. You can't. See, so now these bully cowards can do pretty much anything they want. And that's why black men snap. Boom! Latino men snap. Boom! Then the white man snaps. Boom! I grew up in it. Snappage. And the one thing we got to do is stay one step ahead of the snappage. Don't snap. I wrote a song called, it doesn't matter. It don't matter. But I'm going to release a new album, Social Gulag. We just did Showtime. And you watch like Westward and all these dirty scoundrel people. Just dirty, man. Their vaginas stink. Smell them from here, man. But that's okay because they're all getting indexed. And they're headed to the dark web. And once they get in there, they ain't getting the fuck out. And I'm trying to tell everybody, I'm your lifesaver. That is why I'm here. Believe it or not, I am not the enemy. I'm beyond the messenger. And if you haven't figured it out, that life is a simulation, then you got another thing coming. Because what is about to come in the digital world is going to be something that we've never seen before. And you're going to be talking about people getting exiled off the internet to where you just never found, ever. Gone. Like, wow, what happened? And the power of operators, symbols, social symbols, the hashtags, the handles that everybody uses, and they have no idea that when they use that and they use those tags, you're using either for the good, bad, or indifferent. Bad meaning you're using it to push agendas of things you don't even know. Could be a bunch of people killing babies in another country, and you're all, yeah. Well, artificial intelligence knows this. There was a band called Black Sabbath, right? They wrote a song in 1992. I was going through some hellacious things in my life at that time, getting ready to open a bar, and my dad was going to help me and some other people, and it was called After the Gold Rush. And I had no idea they were from Denver, and here I am in Denver. Strange, but those were some good promoters. The promoters ran everything. The DJs ran everything back in the day. That's why things are amuck right now, because they don't let the DJs do what DJs do, and they don't let masters of ceremonies do what DJs do. Okay, that's what a master of ceremony is, the DJ. You don't need a guy and then a DJ. You need just the DJ. He's the guy that does it all. I love my DJs and all the clubs I owned. I paid them very well, and because without a DJ, you got nothing, nothing. And even I knew that I wasn't no DJ. I'm no DJ. I can DJ, believe me, but I don't want to. It's not my. It's not my. It's not my gig. It's not my spiff, man. But I'm gonna go back to this right here. When you look at this GP7A missing, not everybody will have this. Your dashboard, everybody's dashboards are different depending on where you are within Google's realm of the metaverse. And when you talk about metaverse, it's not the Mark Zuckerberg or the Elon Musk, the billionaires. They're not going to be billionaires for long, folks, because you're not going to be able to mess around with people's lives like Twitter. Mark Zuckerberg killed Twitter, man, and just planted a seed. Excuse me, not Zuckerberg. Yeah, Zuckerberg killed Twitter, just like he killed Facebook, and he's about to kill Meta. Just like Elon Musk killed Facebook, like he killed Twitter, and he's going to kill X, because they killed all the businesses that were supporting them, all based on thinking they were doing the right thing. And when you're a billionaire, you don't think about the people below you because you're a billionaire. You can't even imagine what it's like to be a billionaire and how people treat you and kiss your ass and allow a blue belt like Mark Zuckerberg, little puss in boots, man. What a fairy tale story that bitch is, man. And he knows they gobbled up that whole MMA storyline. They took control. That's called conversation flow control. And it all started when Mark Zuckerberg called Dana White, and Dana White started sniffing around because a billionaire called him. Anybody would. Because when you're a promoter, when you do that, you're always thinking about what's the next thing you're going to promote and who's going to pay for it, because you never use your own money. You OPM it. And that's why when you use other people's money and the thing don't go through, they go around telling everybody, "Oh yeah, he owes me money." Oh no, that's not. It's all right. And it's because he's a punk. Because if he did that, you could go kick his ass, but you can't kick anybody's ass. That was 1980, 1979. That's when it really things started changing. When you just couldn't do that no more. 70s, 50s, we didn't have all this crime because the people would take care of themselves. Look, you come into my house, I'm gonna beat your ass. You don't need to worry about a gun. I'll take that gun away from you and beat you with it. Because if you don't think I know what's going on in front, like everybody thinks that most people don't know what's going on outside. Everybody knows everything that's going on outside. Believe me. Because if not, and you just live in your house and you don't go outside and you don't know what's going on, God, what kind of life is that? Safe one. But then what happens, you're going to slip in the shower and die. And so everything that you lived for was just to try to stay alive, only to die in your own house because you slipped on the tile because you were too lazy to put the towel down that was on the toilet. Anyways, folks, I'm just rattling things off because I know. I know exactly what I'm doing. So, anyways, you have Metropolitan State University at the top. Metropolitan State University. Kelly Brough joins December 1st. So she left this job, or she got fired before she even got hired. That's not true, but she got fired in the 20th. She's leaving her role. Why? Because they had to pad her resume. So her and Janine Davidson and a bunch of other people, which you can go find on the in the cloud. When you're a good cloud extractor, you can do some digital stuff, some wooty woo, put some deep mind algorithms together, and find out what a group of people are talking about now in regards to what's going to happen in the future. And I found it. And I spreaded it throughout the community to which we operate, Google. So now Google has to do the right thing and realize that Denver's an illegitimate government. And we got that on February 6th. We didn't get John Murray. We didn't get the Denver Post. We didn't get Westward. We didn't get Colorado. Oh, Joey Bunch. That Joey Bunch, man. If I seen him getting his ass kicked, I'd I'd probably save it, but I would let it go on for a minute. That's how much that guy deserves it. Sorry, telling the truth, and it's all based on these algorithms that I could sit him down if we had a judge and show some killer stuff. He'd be going, all of them would. And it's already done. I don't need to go show a judge. Because remember that song I was telling you about, the band Black Sabbath 1992? I didn't finish it, right? This is ADHD, folks. Chronic. And then you throw chronic dyslexia in it, and I'm one miserable bitch. You would think I would be. I'm all the things I wish I could change about me. I wish I could read correctly, and I wish I could make my appointments that are so important to me. Oh, you know what I mean? My court or to my doctor's appointments. Ask them. They don't care. I've had doctors that say we just can't. You don't show up. Well, what part of ADHD? Well, you need to get on some meds. Oh, okay. And walk around with drool hanging out of my mouth, lose all my artistic thing. No, I'd rather die like this because you're too stupid to be able to. You're the medical person that can't figure out a way to help somebody like me. So for me, I owe you nothing. I ain't paying you nothing. Kiss my. But yet I turn on the TV and we're inundated by all these skinned like I mean, do you think kids are getting brainwashed right now? You think they're watching Fox News, the least trusted, the only news agency that got fined over $700 million, and they're still doing their same shit? Notice how they don't. Notice how their authors and writers aren't on the New York Times bestseller list because I took care of that. The last person that said it was Tucker Carlson. He's, oh, we're not allowed to say that anymore because if you think about it, they're beating up on New York Times and all that, but yet all their authors, all their book writers, all their hosts, and all their bloviators, Fox News is about kissing ass, the biggest kiss assers. When I found out that Ainsley Earhart, right, whatever her name is, supposed to be some Christian and just in love and family, and all of a sudden, she's all, oh, God bless. You see the crap. I don't watch it no more. I indexed them already. I get sick to my stomach. The only one I can tolerate is Brian Kilmeade. Then he goes off into his Fox spiel, and all that doo doo is on him. So it's time for these people to walk away and do something else, especially that Ducey guy, man. He him and his cookbooks, he's like an old lady in drag. Anyway, so when you look at and I know drag folks, believe me. So when you think about Kelly Brough joins MSU Denver Chief Strategy Officer, July 20th, she walks away. That's because what happened is in June when she left, has served as president of Metro University since 2017. She is a national thought leader in higher education. She is a outdated PhD bimbo that got caught by a guy that doesn't even have a high school diploma. How's that fit, folks? How does that fit in your academia? You're tagged, man. You're tagged. James Mejia, worthless. Peanut butter boy. When I shook his hand, there was a mayor thing at this church. And I shook his hand, and I remember looking at him, and I wiped my hand on my suit, my $2,000 suit. I never wipe my hand, but it felt so gross to shake his hand. I was like, oh, peanut butter boy, get the away from me. But see, I can't say this. I had to go, because if you say anything outside and they go, oh, he's bully, oh, he's got a mouth on him, then why don't you go tell him? Oh, I can't do that because he'll probably kick my ass. That's how crazy that son bitch is. James Mejia, he was the film guy, right? Oh, he's going to do film. They didn't do shit. I can guarantee you, folks, okay? I sent all the board members emails. They didn't have to open them to make my case. That's how stupid they are. And MSU, all your students, they're going to learn this. And they're going to ask for their money back. You're going to have a big class action suit filed against you. Coming. I know because I know the chatter. I could show it to you, Janine Davidson. You go down, it's here, look, Kelly Brough, CBS. That's who CBS wanted. But she's outdated, and they were hiding the facts. That when they were telling her she's the only one that ran a city, but they didn't finish it by saying, yeah, and she had $100 million deficits. Up to, some people say 700,000, but I got it like 5. So I print what people are saying. And how do I have that authority? Because I was a candidate for mayor for 4 elections, folks. I didn't need to win. I didn't want to be mayor. I wouldn't be able to do my music. I wouldn't be able to have the free will I have now. Then I'd be finding out things I'd be in there, and you'd be hearing me getting arrested for bitch slapping people. Okay? So it won't work. Oh, he's crazy. See, everybody, right? He's crazy. I'm just kidding about the bitch slapping. I don't slap bitches. Even though, you know what? Bitches. That's not just related to women anymore. Men are bitches too, and I heard women call men, see you next Tuesday. When a girl, and these girls are beautiful. I got to tell you, Denver has some beautiful women. God, man. I go downtown, and I don't know if these, when I go to work, I walk downtown, and wow, you're beautiful. Wow, that dress looks nice. Wow, that is really, oh, I can't go down there. Those women don't want compliments. They just want to walk along, and everything hurts their feelings. And where's the Beth Daltons of the world? I want a Beth Dalton. All my girlfriends were kind of like Beth Dalton. They just didn't Beth Dalton me. I was like Rip. So uh, I think Rip's cool. Have you ever seen the movie Yellowstone? Why they didn't keep that going, and then they spin off on all these other stupid shows? I don't want to watch that crap. They didn't become number one shows. The number one show is Yellowstone. So that Sheridan guy, you keep on going and doing what you got to do, but you're really just a Jimmy. Anyway, so when you look at the future Denver, Kelly Brough, there it is. I called it. GP7A. The fair elections that they had with the money, that's what next is. Fair. Kelly Brough for mayor. Former outdated, overplayed bloviator. That was what's going on in New York on that date. See, I was working with people in New York City, some Democrats that want to turn shit around. I don't care who it is. If you want to turn it around, don't tell me your religion. Don't tell me who you're fucking. Don't tell me what your politics is, and let me help you. But as soon as you start telling me your religion, or you start telling me who you're fucking, or you start telling me what your politics is, I'm not going to help you because I'm neutral. Because it's none of my business. If I'm not telling you, and I'm not going to tell you because it's none of your business. But there's people that want to know. Oh, what's his politics? What's his religion? Who's he fucking? We need to know who he's fucking. Who's he fucking? That's Denver. Denver's media. And I wrapped it up because see, what they didn't understand is the same amount of voters were going to vote regardless of who got money or who didn't. Where the real indexing happened is who didn't vote, why they didn't vote. See, I had to run for write-in, even though everybody made people tell me, "Oh yeah, one of the campaigns were making fun." Do you think I care what Ian Tafoya thinks? And look at him. Those Ian Tafoya, Leslie Herod, humble braggers. They got to go. They lost all their power, but they still managed to get their faces next to the mayor. That's the way they are. They're dangerous, and they're already indexed. Those faces are indexed. And if they're associated with you, you're fucked. So I don't care who they are. The same with that other Chris Hansen. Loser, man. He thought his Opie Taylor was going to get him elected and he was going to raise all this money. It wasn't about money. And the more they talked about it, the ones that weren't about the money raised to the top. And when you don't have any candidates standing up for any of the citizens that claim that, see, I'm a citizen. Not one of those candidates for mayor, except, and I don't know what his intentions are. It appeared to be good. I take him at face value. His girlfriend seemed to like talking to me, and I like talking to her. But you can guess who that is. But I can tell you, the rest of them are worthless. Every single fucking one of you. And that's the way it went, because that's how you know they're bullshit. That's how you know the fair elections. Fair election money should have went to the people that didn't run for office or who didn't have any kind of record of raising money. That's fair. But the same people that went and Ian Tafoya and all those people, man, they're all part of the ballot committee to count making sure the machines are working. You got Ian Tafoya. That's why he lost. Because all the voters know when he walks around, he thinks he's looking at most of the people can't stand that guy. They know he's a troll bitch, verified. He is the first verified troll bitch in an election. And he doesn't even, that hasn't even hit him yet. That hasn't even, if you do hashtag believe Ian, that's his handle. Then you'll get a good whiff of what he is. And all the things he's done was steal the ideas of other people and leaving them out of it. And he did that to me when he came on my radio show. And I didn't play the radio show because I didn't want to give him the satisfaction of it. He knows what he did. And he's just lucky. He's the luckiest fucking guy ever. 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 Because I would have Will Smith his ass when I seen him. I don't care. We'll slap you, man. I'll give you a reason. He tried to get all tough with me once. He was, we were at the pistol whip. I was with my family. Kid's grandma, a couple of my kids. And he comes walking up real fast. And I knew it. And his face, man, he'd be a terrible poker player. You hear that, Ian? Terrible poker player. You almost got your face smacked the fuck up, dude. Walking up on me like that. What are you doing here? Dude, you need to back up. Remember that, Ian? Oh no, I'm not. Dude, you need to back the fuck up away from me. Don't ever walk up on me like that, Ian. I'll hit that jelly belly of yours and that pork chops you ate will pop out your ass you ate 3 weeks ago. You came really close to getting dropped. Seeing the full power of me punching you in your solar plex, dude. Hard enough to just knock you out instantly. Don't ever do that to anybody. But see, that's what he is. He's a bully. He thinks because he's a big guy and he can talk. He is a big guy. But I'll drop him like a sack of manure, man. He knows it. Go ask him. But these are garbage pail kids, man. And their reign of power is just, these next 2 years are going to drain the fuck out of Denver's soul. And the people that have been voting, all the Democrats, they're going to realize that all the other voters don't like them. And that's a lot of voters, folks. What is it? Almost 300,000 voters? And you don't even know if those voter rolls are right or not. You don't. Because but I got my day in court. And I got a city attorney, Michelle Horn, case number 2023 CV54, where I didn't get that closure I was mentioning earlier. Everything I do is timed, folks. When Michelle Horn, when I look at James Mejia, verified intern by Chief Strategy Officer Marcus Giovanni, City County of Denver, LLC. See, I was smart enough to know algorithms, and so I, uh, I, I, I hedged it. I parlayed it. After I hedged it, I still haven't won yet, but Denver's gonna win, and I'm gonna go down as nobody. No one's gonna remember anything. But I created platforms that are gonna save Denver from itself. And you do these kind of things because you don't do it for people to take pictures of you or get pats on the back or tell me how cool I am and what kind of, ooh, I'm wearing Indian jewelry. That doesn't make you more Indian than me, motherfucker. That's Ian Tafoya. He's the biggest garbage pail kid, but all the candidates, Leslie Calderon, she was part of this other organization that came out and did a poll that Denver's voters want a women voter. Yeah, not you. Okay? Not Leslie Herod. And it showed that you guys were racist because you guys didn't even go with the woman that could have been mayor, but she was already bullshit. So you guys went with Mike Johnston so that you can get your pictures because Mike Johnston couldn't have done it without you, but he would have done it without you anyways. And he should have stood on his own 2 feet and said, no, I don't need you people, man. I don't need your dirty doo-doo water on me because our pool is definitely got doo-doo in it. Our social pool, Denver's social pool, it's got a lot of feces in it, folks. A lot of urine, a lot of blood, a lot of needles, used needles. Yeah, and watch this homeless thing is going to blow up in Mike Johnston's face because what he's really not fighting for are the people of Denver and becoming a non-political government. And my case spelled it all out. And I didn't write it for the courts to read. I read it. I wrote it so that it had code in it. So when it gets indexed, which it already has, when it officially AI will use that content to crush anybody that's going to try to crush the justice system, law enforcement, and all the employees that are doing the right thing. And you got employees and magistrate judges like Karen Hubler, and you got Monica Jackson's where they can go and file summary judgments and send them to other states where you can't answer it, and then all the attorneys that are in the family law, most of them are all graduates from that garbage pail kid University of Denver Sternum law. They're worthless, man. They don't even know yet. Folks, I'm 13 years ahead. They haven't even the people that need to know are knowing. And they're scratching their heads and say, what are we going to do now? Simple. Call Marcus Giovanni. I'll do a little woo-de-woo. And all of our colleges will go from metropolitan state, the third largest public, okay? I guarantee you. Or I'll let everybody take stones, put me in the middle of the quad, and throw stones at me for being a dick. But I'm not wrong, folks. That's why I'm talking like this. And you don't know because, see, Denver don't take chances no more. It's been making money on promises to eradicate all the way to Hickenlooper. And generations to come are going to realize how worthless a lot of these politicians were. And you think they're going to start taking? They started taking history down so that it will repeat itself. You know, all the different monuments because it hurt people's feelings. I didn't give a fuck. I want to know I want to see the faces of evil. I want to see what we were dealing. No, you take it away, you don't know. That way they can repeat it. And what's coming, folks? You know, James Mejia, Peanut Butter Boy, he ain't got shit. None of them do. And it's sad because when I'm ready to do this, all they got to do is repent. To what? The computer god. Black Sabbath, 1992 Dehumanizer album, Computer God. Welcome to the revolution, folks.